Hey, I'm ElusiveKev. Welcome back to MotoGP 20 as we head into penultimate round in Malaysia. Next up, so we've got to change our helmet from the shot design of Australia to we've actually got a Malaysian flag here. As you can see with the bike as well. We've tried to go with the stripes and try and have it kind of represent the flag as well. Same with the uniform. So we've got the touches of the blue and then have kind of red and white as the main design. It's not really kind of worked out, but that's the best I could really do with the livery designs we had. As if you just check out the helmet as well, you can see you've got the Malaysian flag on the front, and if you scroll around, you can see it's pretty beautiful design here. As if we look at the top as well, and see nice checkered pattern. So let's see if this design will lead Stone to victory around the Sepang International Circuit. So on top, once again in practice, but it was a bit difficult, as just with our normal lap, we were a second slower on Power 1 compared to the Power 2 that we did to finish top in this session. As we're 6 seconds ahead of Suzuki and Mazia. Then you've got Vietti, Arenas rounds out the top 5, Yamanaka, great practice ahead of Finati, Alcoba, Gura, Foggia, Sasaki, Antonelli, Baltus and Tatai. Now all in 14th important 14th spot with Binder in last. So joining us in qualifying 2 will be Rossi, Fernandez, Sadak and Mino. As we thunder towards the line for probably our only qualifying effort here in Malaysia and the Sepang International Circuit. So F1 for quite a while was built for F1, but it's certainly become a motorcycle circuit now. So a bit wide into the first corner because I wasn't sure where the rider was going. Starting a bit uncertain there. But he was definitely quick in this first sector and second sector in practice. And alright in the third and fourth, so it's really backed the bike into that corner. So a bit wide in the first part. But as long as you get hook up that second apex nice, so you're not braking, you're just lifting slightly there. And this very tricky double right. Got to hook up the first part so you can be flat through the second. Just like direct round the trim room may take it. Remember nose first corner. Now the tricky section of the lap. Through that left hand hairpin and this right hand, they're very difficult to judge. Always feels like the corner's going away from you, but you hit that apex. Pretty nice headed Stone. Bit wide through the left, bike's not really hooked up that corner. And then all them boring famous turn 14. It leads onto this back stretch for the final corner there, where the corner's off camber, especially on the exit from the apex onwards. So very easy to miss the apex. Nicely hooked up from Stone. And easy to run wide onto the curb on the exit, but that's a pretty decent lap. Looks like it's going to be better than practice as well. Could be a 13, not quite 14 too. That will definitely do. As it's back to normal in qualifying on pole with 1.17 ahead of Yamanaka. Superb qualifying from the Japanese right ahead of Arenas. And then we got Sasaki leading the second ahead of Foggia and Tata. And then you got Alcoba, Finati, Agura. And then Baltus ahead of Mazia down on the 4th row with Salak. And then you've got Rossi, Suzuki, Mino, Antonelli, Fernandez, and Vietti. So fuel-wise, we're going to just tank it up because we're going to use some power to a lot in the final sector. And you can see the track temps through the roof. Tyre wear is very, very tough round it. So we are going to be going on probably medium hards. Or is it worth going for hards for once? We've never gone hard. Let's go double hard, shall we? Ultra hard here in Malaysia. As I do like the grip from the mediums, but this is probably the right race choice Let's see if everyone else is going hard. No, medium. Hard, medium, sucky. Hard from Fanati. See, veteran move there. Going hard. Same for Bauta, Salak, Rossi, Fernandez, Vietti as well. Medium for Suzuki. So quite a mix here. Hard for Tuba, Rodrigo, but medium to soft. No one's going for a soft tie. Not even touching it. Pizzoli, medium last. So Stone revving it up. Long run to the first corner. Got to get a good start. He's definitely done that. But in power to it as well. So hopefully run away. No one was tempted to dive to the inside it. As it can be chaos in these first few corners. You opening that. Nicely done from Stone. As for Sodi. So that medium choice paying off early. Already out of last. As Arenas a second back. And Vietti down. Powered into the points then. The Stone far away from the danger. .1 the gap now to Foggy behind. He's unleashed the Leopard now. It's all on shootout. Further down the order. Lucas Ryder having a headish rookie season in Moto3. One of a handful of riders without any points so far this season. That is probably going to continue until the incident now. Oh, that's better through the left. We figured out a way of actually going through there properly. Stoney lost a couple of tenths in that third sector as well. That's pretty good in the race. Much better than qualifying and practice. Agura up to 8th. Yamanaka from the front row down to 12th. Battling with Alcoba. Lopez outside the points. Battling with Rossi. Oh, Bologna down in 20 seconds. As Anthony ahead of Mino. Has won that down, 5 to go. And Stone got a lead of almost a second. And Mazia. Suzuki with a superb start once again. Arenas down to 5th now. As Agura rounds out the top 10. So Stone with the Leopards, hunting him down again in a race. Powdy on home turf up to 14th. They have Alcoba. Oh, Knights McPhee is now doused the hopes of the home fans there for some points. At least temporarily. As Alcoba back into the points now. Look how wide the exit is through that right-hander. Like, you can really get on the power nice and early. Oh, that's better from Stone. Gap back up to a second head of Foggia. See, don't need to change up the 5th then. Just as it hits that limit. Actually go down the gears. Well, getting that hairpin is very satisfying, feeling that rear slide round. Stone looking very comfortable in the lead. As Bowter's back for 29th. What are you doing again in a race again, Barry? Yeah, first sector's not that bad in the race. It's just its last sector, really. And the first sector. As Fanati up to 7th ahead of Arenas, who really is dropping down the order now, the Spaniard. Arbolone into the top 20 over Rodrigo. Time with a 2:16, but Foggia quicker. 2:15.9. Guru still rounding out the point scorers. Ryan Salak. Green is now down to 8th. But here comes Dennis. Has powered up to 13th at Yamanaka. Super job from the home hero. Let's Fogger half a second back. Lopez up to 9th ahead of Salak. Again, looks like Stone's going wide, but no. Very wide exit there. So Stone a bit wide. He had gained a 10th in that second sector. But again, look at that fuel, he's got lots of excess. But again, this circuit is very wide open for a motorbike, especially a Moto 3 one. Probably can sneak by in virtually every corner here. And feed back them for 14th. Good apex there from Stone. There's Yamanaka winning that battle for 14th at the moment. Sasaki Pat for 29th with Bautas. Much better to the final corner from Stone. That's what we need to see is Arbolone continues slow rise up the order. And there you go, 15.8. That's how you respond with Foggia, Suzuki, Mazia, and Antonelli behind. But Suzuki with the fastest lap. He's on the charge now. Steve up to 17th ahead of Arbolone. Dano's up to 11th as the Guru dropping down the points places. We got 1.3 behind to Suzuki. So we thought we have to watch out for Leopold, but no, the Japanese rider once again. Racing hard. Gonna make up for the mistake of last time. If they're pardoned. And with a rare victory over Stone this season. Stone's pulled a 10th out in that second sector. Nailed it in the first sector as well. Again, maybe this hard tire combo coming into its own in the second half of this race. It's all a bit wide for the right. Again, when the circuit's so wide, you can get on the power nice and early though. Sometimes it doesn't actually matter being wide, but it does here. Stone only lost over a 10th in that third sector, but sloppy exit onto this back straight. Nice on the power. Rodrigo got to 19th at Garcia. He's going to penultimate lap of the race. So we've got 14.9. Half a second quicker than anyone else. Salak rounds out the top 10 now. Good race from the Czech rider. Stone really pushing it in the first set. He's in a Malaysian flag. Left-hand side on Neil. Exiting that first couple of corners. Gap 1.5 now to Suzuki. Maybe no one has an answer to Stone. Remember, Suzuki went medium. Maybe his tyres are not working as well as Stone's then in the second half of this race. As Fernandez into the top 10 now to Sadak. Gap still around 1.5 seconds. Suzuki ahead of the Leopards. Just a lap and a half to go. Looking very comfortable with the Moto3 champion in the lead. Not pushing especially hard either. Just hitting all of those points. Get down to 1.2. So a couple of tenths gained in that third split. As they're about to head on to the final lap here. Around this Sepang circuit. And it's been a nice Sunday ride for Stone so far. Will that change as we head on to the final lap here? As McPhee up to 13th, ahead of Paoli or not. Now it's got Suzuki, Foggy, Mazda, Antonelli, your top 5. Then Mino, Fenati, Lopez. That's a gap. 1.7. See, that first sector has turned into a gold mine for Stone in the second half of this race. Gaining a few tenths every lap now. You can see burning off the excess fuel too. No one should be close now. Oh, Stone! Hit too much curb there. Too aggressive. Lucky to stay upright. With half of that to go, slight scare. On 19 he would have been down there if he did that. If I hit that inside curb. Stone getting away with it. Oh, look at that perfect exit. So very late apex for that turn. Was it 14, isn't it? It's heading into the final hairpin. For the final time, Sepang circuit. We'll welcome Kev Stone as a winner here on the Moto3 machine. Decked out in the Malaysian colours, that's how you do it. Stone wins by 1.4 seconds ahead of Suzuki, the only rider to dip into the 214s as Justin's rider just a couple of tenths ahead of Foggia, who rounds out the podium ahead of teammate Mazin, and Anthony rounds out the top 5 with a big gap to Mino, Fenati, Lopez, Arenas, and Fernandez round out the top 10 ahead of Salak. Gura McPhee winning that battle ahead of Paoli in the end, but still home points for the Malaysian ahead of Yamanaka. As he's ahead of Ferro Countryman 2 by around a couple of seconds. Albalona just stuck in 17th in the end. Madruga rounds out the top 20 with a couple of retirements to Vietti and Onshu. So in the Riders' Championship, Foggia has guaranteed second place. So we know our 1-2 Mazio are 15 points ahead of Fanati, who's 10 points ahead of Suzuki. So your top 5 is guaranteed. We just don't know the order yet. Then Anthony just 4 points ahead of Mino, is up to 7th now ahead of Vietti. And then we've got Lopez, who's still battling for that top 6 even place. But Arenas is a bit lonely in 10th. He's virtually guaranteed that place. Same for McPhee in 11th. Asad just 2 points ahead of Agura. And then we've got Yamanaka just a point ahead of Fernandez now, who jumps into the top 15 ahead of Garcia. We've got Tubar, Belono, Alcoba, Rodrigo ran out of the top 20, and still 8 riders have not scored points. Around the Teams Championship, Leopard have won the Teams Championship by 88 points ahead of GoPro Honda team, are virtually guaranteed second as they're 21 points ahead of Sync 58. If Wonders again have climbed back up to third ahead of Max Racing by 10 points. That battle will ensue to Valencia. Then VR46 guaranteed a top 5 place, probably 5th in the end. And for Anguinata, probably guaranteed 6th as well, ahead of Snipers now, who are ahead of Strega Glitzers. They battle hard over 7th with Petronas Sprinter right there as well. And K10, don't rule them out in 10th as they're virtually guaranteed a top 10 of Honda Team Asia, unless something miraculous happens in Valencia. Grassini virtually guaranteed 12th as well. And then same for Skull Rider, Vinta, Green Power and Purcell. And KTM Tech 3, well, they score a point in Valencia. That's the big story out of the Team Championship.
This victory is the cherry on top of an exhausting weekend. If his team keeps working like this, it will be really difficult for his opponents to overtake him.
Yeah, reputation's increased again. And so we look at the personal manager then, because remember, we looked at some teams for next season. There's a new chief engineer. No, do not want to sign you, mate. Calm it. Okay. Oh, we will sign you for next season, though. Nakanishi. We'll definitely keep you on the radar, mate. But first up, let's look at the proposals. Remember, we went for a bunch of proposals. So we do have one from Oakley for Envy Augusta. Again, we probably won't take that one. We've got one from Oakley MTS, Oakley Calax, and GoPro Team Calax as well. So which one do we go for? Find out next time. Thanks for watching. You'll find out then.